Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to King of Dragon Pass. Let's proceed and assign our magic for this year. We have gotten up to the top of the reputation. Our God Talkers say that the omens indicate a typical harvest. They heard Yermal laughing during the sacred time ceremonies and said that misfortune would plague us until we replaced at least half of our clan ring. Okay. That's pretty awful. I do want to replace Randan. I'll sacrifice to Yermal. See if that makes a difference. Let's put 2 into quests. None into mysteries, even though I'm going to do something. 1 into trade, 1 into war, 1 into herds, 2 into crops to be on the safe side. Okay on diplomacy. I think we're okay on health. Angarna and Arnbord died of old age. Their kin smeared the death runes on their faces and wept all night. Wow. Reserved, resolved, and confident. Oh, we got a new Analda person. Very good with plants, fair magic, fair leadership, good custom, fair combat, good animals. Still no F to J's. Ophir is now old. Alright, so animal-wise, you are the best. You're also excellent with plants. You have good magic, though. So we could replace Wilms with Baranthos. Yeah, it was 2 Asari's people who were really good. Rostakos is heroic at bargaining. You're very good at bargaining. Combat, of course, we've got Kangarl now. Custom is still Lankpen. Alright, so I could replace you. Would not want to replace you, so that's 2. You've got the best... You've got renowned magic. But I already have an Asari's on the ring. And you are better at plants, slightly. Nah, I'm gonna risk it. Alright, let's sacrifice for Bless. Four of our sheep turned black and then died. Oh. Well. Sacrifice for protection? Our ancestors accepted the sacrifice. A heavily armed delegation from the Kolimar tribe comes to your Tula to demand tribute from you. We have a tribe, and you are just a clan, says Kolimar, one of the nobles. We are strong, and you are weak. Give us 15 cows. Kolimar is right. They are strong, and we are weak. Petition them for membership in the tribe. If you can't beat them, join them. The Kolimar were a tribe in Dragon Pass before we even left the Holy Country. Do whatever it takes to get them out of our hair right now, so we can take care of our fields. Then hit them during the next fire season. Not sure that that's a good plan. If we pay tribute to them now, they will come back again and again. Each time they will increase the amount they demand. I'd spit on them, but the Kolimar aren't good enough for our glorious sputum. Holy cow, Arkilla. We have nothing to fear from the puny Kolimar. I'm not so sure about that. We'll pay them for now. We paid them what they asked without a fuss, though the Carls protested bitterly for weeks. Well, sounds like we need to do a cattle raid. On the stag hearths. We were spotted by the stag hearth patrols, and our 5 weapon thanes and 10 footmen are facing 15 weapon thanes and 30 swordsmen. Survival and evade. Not going to spend any magic or sacrifice. 1 weapon thane was wounded, 1 footman was wounded. We pulled back before the stag hearths were ready, and by the time their charge reached us, they were tired, but not tired enough. The battle didn't last long. We were driven from the battlefield. We were being raided by the horse spawn. It's been a while. There are 153 of them, all mounted. The Hendarti warned us, and all 28 weapon thanes met them, as well as 290 of the feared. Sacrifice to Humakt, drive them off, skirmish. We'll go with this. I'm not going to spend any magic on this. Oof. We harassed the horse spawn with javelins as they charged, but it did little good. There was a bloody battle. Our magic overcame theirs, but it was not enough. We were driven from the battlefield, and the horse spawn made off with 10 horses. Through their healing magics, our auxiliaries kept 2 warriors from dying and patched up 4 of the wounded. We did kill and injure a ton of them, though. Let's see. Let's do another cattle raid on the stag hearths. Nope. Alright. They spotted us. Baronwolf, a prosperous herdsman of the Old Owl clan, appears before you, bearing an offer of alliance from his clan leaders. He bears gifts for you. Our 2 clans have similar interests, Baronwolf says, and should band together to face the many threats that beset us in this unyielding land. We can pool the knowledge of our god talkers and prosper when we go questing in the realm of the gods. What do you say? If we agreed, we would have too many allies to please. If we ally with them, we will have so many allies that it will be hard to meet our commitments to all of them. If we ally with them, it will cause trouble because our people will see how much smarter the Old Owl clan leaders are. Oh ho ho! Agree to an alliance. Allies might help us to expand our temples. We have more cows than they do. It is us who will be helping them. Agree to an alliance. They are prosperous and worth allying ourselves with. It is good to have someone to give you cows when you need them. The more the merrier. Indeed. We'll agree to an alliance. This will be the beginning of a long and mutually profitable affiliation, Baronwolf said. I do need to get exploring some more. But I kind of need to do it in the earlier part of the year, I think. We'll just explore with, not you, our new Araxi. We spent some time looking for anything of note in Artula, but didn't find anything. Now I need to fix these patrols. There we go. We'll explore again. Oh, hey, we got Van Harl, a new Asari's guy. Very good at bargaining, good combat, fair customs, fair leadership, fair magic, good plants. Anyone else new? Do not see anyone. No, alright. Right, I kind of wanted to choose a new person. Alright, didn't find anything. And the trolls. Let's go ahead and take them prisoner, sacrifice them to Yermal. Probably liked our gifted trollkin. Expectant Thanes from the Grey Dog clan come seeking the aid of your Lankermai priests. We found this strange scroll while exploring in the Orlantha kingdom of Tarsh. We will give you 10 cows if your priests can perform the magic which will tell us what the scroll means. Accept the offer, perform the ritual, asking nothing in return. We have no special relationship with them, but their attitude towards us could stand improvements. Ask if they have any brides for our eligible males. That doesn't seem to be an option. Like pen. During the Lightbringer quest, the Knowing God was often called upon to translate cryptic messages for Orlantha and the other companions. Cows are better than intangible favors. Take the cows. The service they ask of us is not worth much more than 10 cows, but I can get a little more from them. Our magic is strong now, and we are likely to succeed. Performing the ritual will reduce the strength of our clan magic, however. If the scroll contains directions to a lost cache of silver, we should tell them it says something different, and then go get the loot ourselves. I'll accept their offer. Our priest performed the necessary ritual. Wow, 4 magic. But still could not decipher the contents of the scroll. The Grey Dog Thanes were displeased. They said that we had wasted the cows they gave us. Well, hey, I spent magic on this, you jerk. This year's harvest was as could be expected. However, the sacred time rituals we performed for our animals had little effect. Not a whole lot that we could do about that, though. Alright, so we're not going to do the quest yet, but, I think that Lankermai finds the truth would be, best when it is time. We're getting close, okay, so that's good. Do have some sick. That's okay. I don't think we're going to get anything out of exploring. Let's get a few more crafters. We're getting enough food. And we're being raided by the trolls. 9 dark trolls, 108 trollkin. Our patrols spotted them, and 29 weapon thanes met them, as well as 287 of the feared. Drive them off and skirmish. Sacrifice to mocked. Not gonna spend any magic on this. Oh yeah, there we go. We drove the trolls off, and their survivors left without plundering our Tula. No injuries. It is still dark season. The farmers are discontented. Let's give some gifts to the farmers. Sora Goodseller, traitor priestess of the talking goddess Saris, returns to offer you what she says is a great treasure. A whirlwind trapped in a small clay jar. Sora says that when the jar is open, the wind will roar out and sweep through our foes. I think that it might be a good thing to own this jar. Refuse to dicker, offer her 40 cows. Although it would be splendid to own such an item, you can never really trust an Asari's trader. How do you feel about that, Rosticos? Sora does us a favor by making this offer. Even if we cannot afford her treasure, we must honor her. We have no need of treasures. Our god talkers can summon bigger winds than that. Really? I bargained with Sora several years ago at the Great Market. I know her tricks. Items like this are fairly easy to make, but are usually used quickly. What if the jar breaks in our own Tula? Let's refuse to dicker, offer her 40 cows, or... Actually, dicker with her going no higher than 40 cows worth of goods. That's what I'd rather. I don't want to offer 40 cows. Or 60 cows. I don't want to offer cows at all. Sora persuaded us to pay more than we had intended, but we had the jar to use in battle against our foes. Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit more than 40, I think, but which is perfectly fine. The big thing about that I wanted is not so much to use it. It's a one-use treasure, but it might be useful for trading later and stuff like that, getting a better treasure. So... That's a good thing. It is storm season. Let's see. Okay, time for a quest. Lankermai finds the truth. We did not succeed at this one before, so I think that this is going to be a good one. It does tend to be a little bit easier. I think that I will go in with Lankpent alone, as opposed to, like, bringing other people along. So let's call on the Brown Boars. The people have gathered their magic to help propel Lankpent into the realm of the gods, although the Brown Boars refused our request for assistance. This magic begins in the great darkness after Yurmal found the truth and twisted it around so that no one can recognize it, and after Asaris mistakenly sells it to a god far away. If chaos is to be defeated, the truth must be found again and untwisted. What benefits does Lankpent seek from this quest? Fight darkness, grant knowledge to our people, learn about dragon past, learn the secrets of a myth, make the quester stronger, strengthen us against chaos. I don't know. Not actually sure exactly what all these options give you. Obviously, make the quester stronger is just, you know, overall good. I think I'll strengthen us against chaos. We'll see how that works out. You can bring helpers from your clan to take the part of Asaris and Storm Bowl in the myth, or you can go alone, hoping to meet these two deities when you arrive in the realm of the gods. Actually, you know what? We've got an Araxi, and we've got a really good Asaris. So let's bring helpers from the clan. Who will take the role of Asaris? And who will take the role of Storm Bowl? Rostigos said that although the god he'd sold the truth to was across the Great Water, he knew a special shortcut that would take Lankpent there by land. The land is beset by all varieties of chaos beasts. You might enjoy cataloging them, knowing one, but Kangarl will enjoy killing them even more. And indeed, you encounter many types of chaos creatures, including Bruise, Gorp, Slimekin, Ghouls, and Crushed Kids. Finally, while traveling through a ruined city, the group is attacked by a gigantic chaos thing, one whose name can only be pronounced by the dead. We want to let Stormbowl fight alone. Kangarl defeated the chaos creature, slaying it utterly. Way to go, Kangarl. Rostikos leads Lankpent and Kangarl to a far distant place across the ocean and far to the south. Fortunately, he knows a shortcut, and they are able to get there without any need for a boat. When they arrive, their way is blocked by guardians who insist that Lankpent must undergo a meeting test with them. I name one skill, and we compete against each other in that skill. Then you name a skill, and we compete with one another in that skill. Let's try to win one contest and lose another. The first contest was proposed by the Foreigner. It was a contest to see who could stand the most pain. The Foreigner won that contest, without Lankpent even trying to lose. He suggested a memorizing contest, which he then won. The Foreigners smiled and clapped Lankpent on the back. They gave him a gift of magic and sent him on his way. Asaris takes Lankpent through the shortcut that leads to the faraway place where he sold the truth. But he becomes distracted, showing more interest in an argument between mastodons and saber-toothed tigers and in taking Lankpent to the god that bought the truth. Let's see. Without the truth, there can be no trade. I believe that's the correct one. Asaris told him that his words were wise. Oh, a little bunny. Asaris takes Lankpent to the place where the one who bought the truth lived. That god is called Grandbread. He has the truth, but it is still twisted around. Lankpent demands that he give the truth back. Grandbread refuses. It is mine now, and you shall not have it. Knowledge is my food. As soon as I untwist the truth, I will pound it into meal, cook it into loaves of bread, and devour it. Lankpent challenges Grandbread to a game of questions. The game of questions went on so long that Grandbread became ravenously hungry. He tried to eat the truth as it was in its sharp and twisted form. The thorns of the distorted truth punctured his stomach so that his torso opened up and the truth fell back out of him again. Let's see. Why did you do that? Who is the god of hunger? The game of questions is over now. Which animals did my kinsman Isaris meet? Why did you do that? Grandbread could not answer his question, for he would not admit that he had been greedy and foolish, so he lost the contest, and with it all truth forever. Now Lankpent was alone with the truth, but it was still thorny and twisted. How could he put it back into its pure form? Abandon the quest, dull its thorn, polish its surface, put a leather sheet over your head, and think. Untwist its loops. We will put a leather sheet over your head and think. But nothing came to mind. Then Isaris came in and asked a foolish question. Answer his question, scold him for interrupting. Well, I think we just want to answer his question. Isaris left without a word of thanks, and Lankpent turned back to look at the truth. It wasn't twisted anymore. He tried to figure this out. At length he decided that in responding quickly to Isaris without much thought, he had stopped trying to mold the truth into the shape he wanted it to be. He had instead allowed the truth to come to him. By this time, Kangaro was ready to leave Rusticos. Rusticos had finished up his nonsense with the animals, so he showed the three adventurers the way back home. Lankpent returns to the land of people. His quest a successful one. He was still wounded from the pain contest, but hardly noticed it in the excitement. Thereafter, we knew that we would be protected from chaos. And we're being raided by the Stag Hearths. 19 horsemen and 204 swordsmen. They slipped past our patrols, and we could raise only 15 weapon thanes and 152 of the feared in time. We have 22 magic, however. Go ahead and use a treasure. The Grey Net. Sacrifice to Orlanth. Drive them off. Skirmish. And they succeeded. Oof. We harassed the Staghearths with missiles as they charged, but it did little good. There was an extended clash. Their magic blew over us. We were forced off the battlefield, and the Staghearths made off with 2 cows and 5 horses. They took 4 cows' worth of loot. Due to their prompt healing, our auxiliaries kept 1 warrior from dying and bandaged 1 of the wounded. Ouch. Okay, 31 babies were born. We initiated 28 children as adults. The clan has 21 fewer people, 2 fewer head of cattle, 15 fewer horses, and 8 more sheep than we did last Sacred Time. I'm going to need more horses, really badly. Well, we produced 2,278 and ate 1,167 bushels of food. 292 were lost due to spoilage. Our crafters produced 141 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 53 cows worth of goods. I think we're going to have to make some sacrifices to reduce that spoilage. On the other hand, I'm producing like twice as much as what I need, so, you know, it's kind of okay. Anyway, another successful hero quest is in the bag. Fantastic. Alright, so we'll go ahead and save it, and in the next year, I don't think that we have overcrowding for our sheep, so we're okay. Everything looks good. So yeah, when we come back next time, no hero quest, but maybe we'll think about one the following year. Start working our way through them all. See if we can start boosting up some other things. We're waiting for an event to fire. Although I think we could short-circuit that. The event kind of forces you to do it, but you can get around that if you don't, if you don't want to wait for it, I believe. But I'm not positive. But I kind of would like to get a lot more goods before we really start working on that. Anyway, that's it for this episode. When we come back next time, no hero questing for a year, but maybe the Staghearths are going to get some revenge. See you next time, everyone.